I think I've adjusted it. I think I've adjusted it now. Um, Halima, can you confirm again? Voila, I've just been talking to myself since. Okay. I think it's better now. Okay. So, hi everyone, and anyone who is probably listening to this after, because at the moment it's just me by myself, and I'm just like here to talk about some of the films that I saw in October. Yeah, maybe November too. Just the films I have seen recently, right? In October, I saw Love, Lost, and Other Things. I watched Thicker Than Water. I saw that, I think it was on Prime. Then I saw Domitila. Domitila is available on Cover TV. I also watched Her Excellency. I think that was on Prime. I watched Owambe Thieves on Cover TV as well. Aburo on Cover TV. Thin Line. I think Thin Line is available on either Prime or Netflix, but I watched it on I watched it on Cover TV actually. I think most of the films that I've seen recently, I saw them on Cover TV. There's The Weekend on Cover TV as well, and Farmer's Bride. I saw that on Cover TV as well. Cover has been doing me well, to be honest, but I'll talk about that later. So today, I just want to talk about the ones that I actually liked, but before then, I'll just do a quick summary of the orders that I saw in October, right? Um, for Love, Lost, and Other Things, it was a weird film, to be honest, because imagine this, right? The lead character, she cheats on her husband, then she blames him for the problem they were having in their marriage. She said they should get a divorce. After they get a divorce, she started dating this married man, right? She started dating this married man. And can you hear me? Oh my God. I saw NMR, but I didn't know that it was you because it looked like my name. Try to say something so that I can be sure that you can hear me.
I can hear you. I've been here before. I think 11 on dot.
Really? So I was
Mhm.
seeing it. Oh, okay, it's MMR. I was
Mhm.
seeing it, but I was reading it as NMR. So I thought it was me. Sorry, Jare. Oh, you are here now. I thought it was just me. Oh, so I was just going to do like a
Mhm.
quick rundown of the films that I saw recently.
Yeah, I've
Um,
been here. I'm listening.
okay, but since you're here, we can just dive right in. Honestly, I'm hosting this live because of you. Do you know that?
No, let's not. No, I mean, not every time we watch bad movies that we are here
I
ranting, right?
know, and that's
Let's give
very
it to the
valid.
ones that I've tried so far. And
That
I mean,
that's so valid, right? And I like the fact that you're always gingering me because left to myself, talking is always so stressful. But yeah,
I
now that
know.
you're here, um, I think what
I'm saying,
movies?
I'm saying something, and I'm already looking at you with side eyes. Summer rain. What is something doing on that summer rain?
So
Excuse
summer
me,
rain.
me,
Oh,
I didn't enjoy that movie.
can you
It
see the
was.
full banner? You can see the full banner, right?
I can't see where I'm just seeing five kids,
Uh,
something, and I'm
so
like, hey,
so there's a question mark. So I'm still thinking because I've actually not written the review and I've not
oh,
rated it, right? But I'm
okay.
thinking, how should I rate it, or how would you rate it? Do you want to start? Do you want us to quickly talk about Summer Rain before we go to the other
Mm,
ones that we wanted to talk about?
let's quickly talk about summer rain.
Okay.
For
So,
me,
mm,
I was watching that movie yesterday, and I'm like, I had to go and go back. I'm like, am I on YouTube or what? Okay, this is cover. So you mean that some people, Balaji expected people to pay for this at the cinema, and I'm like, okay, number one, she and
I
Etim,
didn't get. Okay,
they didn't,
Etin.
they didn't, they didn't have any chemistry. I didn't see the
Chemistry.
chemistry. That's the first thing. And secondly, the what's it called? The whole movie was just all over the place.
Mm.
With, I mean, where is the story in it? She got pregnant. She didn't know she got pregnant. She saw the guy later. What was for the guy? As in, the story was just everywhere.
Mm.
And I mean, there were so many loose ends. One of it is, how did she and Boyega become very close?
Close, right?
Because in the beginning, you guys gave us the impression that Boyega was a very terrible person, that people didn't
Mm.
really like him in the neighborhood, and this particular girl didn't really like him in the neighborhood that much. So how did they get close to the point where Boyega is the one picking Tiara from home to school
Mm.
and bringing
Yeah.
her back at night? Where is his own wife? We know that, and Ada was mentioned. Who is the
Yeah.
Ada? Is Ada Boyega's wife? And that. Then where did Etim go to? That he was saying cancel the dependents. Where
Yeah.
did he go
It
to?
was like it was
How long?
traveling abroad.
You get how long was he gone for? Oh, okay. How many years? So what happened in between?
10 years.
Now, 10 years. The mom was saying, "Oh, he was the one paying the fee." But I
Mm.
think all those parts should have been the part to show us.
Yeah.
Then why are they always discussing about projects? And you will never see the head and bottom of that
I
project.
feel like this is one of the things we are going to speak on a lot when we talk about Queen Latifah,
Yes,
right? But go
you
on, go
I'm
on.
coming from Queen Latifah, who I see project and I see it well defined, and then I come to Summer Rain, and you're saying, how come building an hotel and designing an hotel is something that all of you now start having meetings and plan meetings of like asasao? Then it got to one part of the meeting, they said that the girl was not putting her hand on the guy's shoulder in an
Oh,
official setting, and I'm like,
it was a little bit too much.
who get like how did we get here? Like at what point did we arrive? Because the impression you gave us before was that she did not want to have anything to do with it. And then the next thing, we're not even hearing the volume, we're not hearing the discussion. Then she placed her hand on his shoulder and he now looked, and then everybody in the room now looked at them. And I'm like, Kini, dude, what's this?
Mm.
Like, what? Then I now come this morning and I now see five words for what?
No, no, no. So the five again, I've not written the review, so I've not even rated it. It might
Sorry,
still be
let
that
me just
five.
say this. Let me just say this. The only
Mm.
person I probably just like in the movie was Tina Umba. That was,
Oh, I
I think that
really
was the
like the
only.
young guys and the young girls though.
They tried. Okay,
Ah, they
let's see that
did
they tried.
really well.
Okay, maybe the people that graduated into their character made it annoying for
Yes,
people
it
to
was
watch.
the
Yeah,
adult people
anyway.
that messed it up, but
Eh,
the younger ones, I
there was
think
no
that guy's name
story.
is
Oh. Yeah,
Kayode.
I know the guy. I think it's Kyle or something. And then
Then
Genevieve,
Genevieve. I thought they did
Genevieve.
really
No,
well.
they okay. I'm sorry. I think they also did well. I'm not. Let's
Yes,
not take that away from them just because of the adult
exactly.
characters, right? But I feel like Tina Umba, because her character, they carried her from the beginning to the end. And I
Mm,
like the part where she told her at the hospital, "Kwe buy your moje for me." Like,
okay.
let's do the test and let the girl know the father and all that. Then when the test now came out, it seemed there was no even emotion in his face. Mommy, no, I didn't see her first step. I did. I'm like, am I watching? God. So the people who went to pay for this thing at the cinema. See, I think because we are watching on maybe Netflix on cover, we don't know what it feels like, the pain.
Mm,
As in, for some people, when they go to the cinema and see things like this, because honestly speaking, I was at the cinema uh January this year, right? To see Everybody Loves Jennifer, Anala Kadabad and Bougie. And I'm sorry, I couldn't rewatch those movies on the general platform when it came, but I can't imagine what I can tell you what I felt like watching those skin on the big screen, like Kini Bailey. Like, what was this? Do you understand? So now imagine that Summer Rain. Summer Rain, I'm sorry, I had no business at the cinema because there was no deep storyline.
mm,
to that movie that will be different from what Bolaji gives on YouTube. It
mm,
was not worthy of taking it away from YouTube and go and put it in the cinema.
mm.
Personally, that's my own. Let me just rest my case here.
So I feel like the first issue is the director. Adenike Adebayo Esho. She used to be a movie critic, and I think that that just goes to prove that really because we talk about film does not mean we can make films. Do you understand? And when
Mm-hmm.
people come to my DM and they are saying, or they come to my comment section and they are abusing me and saying, "Oh,
Go
you
and
should
write
go
your
and make
own.
your own film," I'm like, I
Mm.
don't intend to. So stop waiting for me, right? That's not going to happen because we
Never.
also must understand our strengths. We don't just like go into film just because, right? I
Yeah.
think before she's, I think while she was reviewing films, she has always been in the film industry. So her case is a little bit peculiar, right? But when she released her first project, which was chemistry, that I think they said there was an issue. It was supposed to be on Netflix, then it didn't go to Netflix. Then they eventually released it on Bolaji Ogumola's YouTube channel, and I saw
Mm-hmm.
it. It was horrible. Like it was really bad.
I
It
think I
was
saw it too.
it was so bad. I was like, okay. Like there was just something about it, and they overemphasized the sexual aspect of it. It was actually irritating for me to watch, to be honest. So when I saw this, I would say that it's an improvement, right, compared to like what she did the last time. This is a major improvement. But all the points you raised, very valid. What I liked about it, I liked the young people's performances. I thought it was really good because, see, for the scenes where we had Genevieve and Coyote, for instance, they didn't kiss, they didn't do much for the most part, but they just had this connection. It was that place
Mm-hmm.
where they were looking at themselves, and I thought that was really good. The story
And that
was not
and
a
that boy
bad one.
that boy that played
Kanaga,
Tofe too is
yes,
a good
Kanaga
actor.
Junior, that's his name. I thought he did well
Okay.
too. Kanaga, I've seen him in some of Bolaji's YouTube films, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to
Mm-hmm.
be honest, they treated this like a YouTube film, right? You know, YouTube
Absolutely.
film,
I agree with you.
limited spaces, they can just keep referring to things and inferring things. They don't invest much in character building or world building, right? They're just
Yeah.
telling you, take the word for it, believe it, right?
Just believe it. Yeah.
That's the main thing about YouTube. So I feel like Balaji is used to that, and that was very obvious because for a YouTube movie, this would have been like amazing,
It should have
right?
been an 8 over 10.
Exactly. But for a cinema release, it was very basic, right? And like you said, the chemistry between Bolaji and Etim was not really. I
It
feel
wasn't
like
there.
the point where I started feeling uncomfortable was when, as soon as Bolaji determined in her mind that she wanted him back, and she started like, making sexy faces, doing her body somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So no, that was, but it was not bad overall. If anybody wants to like watch it and just,
If I'm watching it generally, I can say it's not bad. But
yeah.
we paid for cover also. So I'm
well,
angry.
well, I'm paying already, so
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's a streaming platform where we pay for. If it's YouTube now, I might not
yeah,
even be angry. For
yeah,
a YouTube movie, I'll give it a 10. I'll even recommend it on my page. You know me, I recommend YouTube movies. I'll
yeah.
recommend it on my page for a YouTube movie. But for a movie that went to the cinema, I
Mm,
feel like no, they didn't put effort. And that's what I don't like. You
mm,
want to make money on this movie, then put efforts.
mm, mm.
Like you just went to the building, the same building, people just go. There was no
Ah,
improvement, there was
over and
nothing.
over again. At
Hmm,
some point I was actually confused. I was like, I was not sure what Etim's job was.
architects, sir.
Ah, it is
I
well.
don't even know if it's the building site manager or architect.
But let's leave them alone, please. Can we start with Queen Latifah? What
Yeah.
did you think?
I think, see, Queen Latifah will bring us back to Submarine. Like, Wumi Toriola released that movie as a cinema movie
Mm,
for a cinema standard. Let's give
mm,
it to her.
mm,
She used she used characters that, yeah, I like the characters in the movie, and there were conversations.
mm,
Now, the one that bust my head most was the fact that they were going to talk about projects, about business, and it made sense. Like
yeah.
there were conversations on business, there were
You should have
conversations
seen
on
my face.
advertisement.
You
Do
should
you
have seen
understand?
my face. I was surprised.
I'm not a fan of anything Alakada franchise and all that.
No.
Once I started movie, I said, so when I started initially, I'm like,
God.
oh, oh, okay, let's see. Let me just see. At least I don't pay for this thing, I don't pay for it. Let me just see. Then the fact that all the things that she took at the supermarket, then she
Mm,
started selling it. She didn't just
mm,
pick random things inside her bag. Oh. She was
mm,
strategic when she was stealing those things at the. Because for me, I feel like it was stealing when she was stealing those things at the supermarket. Then she started
mm,
selling. Then when she got to her neighborhood, the way she shared. Then I like the fact that Kiki and her mom were there.
mm.
Because, see, if you have stayed in Adudo before, you will know that there will always be those people that will think that they're after or better than you. Not just privilege
Yeah.
they get. You understand? Those ones were there also. I feel like overall, Wumi was very thoughtful of the movie before
Mm,
she did it. Now you're watching a wannabe movie and you're not feeling stupid.
mm,
Do you understand? You
mm.
are seeing Wumi in an average lady. Let's not lie. Let's not lie. Almost all the ladies you see staying in Lekki in Lagos, most of them are not privileged. They just want to like live that life so that they can meet up to that life. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now you're
Mm,
seeing somebody that is giving it with common sense. It's not somebody that will just say, "Oh, my father is this." And you know, in all these things, our aim is to get money so that she can move her mom away from that neighborhood.
yeah.
She wasn't going to be staying in that neighborhood forever. Na money she dey look for. And again, she was looking for the money and making sure that they have something else to sustain them afterwards.
Mm,
That's the reason why she probably is still living there. So she tried. I'm not even going to start looking at it like, okay. But I feel like just like every normal movie, they rush at the end because they could have
yeah.
built the romance between her and that guy more with more conversations, probably
Mm,
them going out more. Do you
mm,
understand? Build the
mm,
romance for us, then make us tell more lies about
mm.
her background and all that. Do you understand? And
No,
you
but to
know,
be honest, okay, let me let you finish so I can say, but continue, continue.
yeah, because okay, she has told lies, we see, but make her like tell more lies so that they can build more of that romance between she and what's it, Jide
Mm,
guy in the movie. So, but at the end, I felt like the romance was rushed so that they can just rush it up and all that. Then I like the fact that it wasn't the girl's sister that was dating on him or
mm,
dating on her.
that was
The
different.
lady suspected that there's something awkward about this person, but she just thought she was just somebody that wanted to hurt her brother. The
Mm,
lady never believed that she was not a rich person. Okay,
yeah.
you this girl, you tried though. But I like the fact that the family knew that there was something wrong, but they
Mm,
just didn't know what was wrong.
what was wrong?
And it wasn't the girl's because I mean they portrayed her as a very busy person. But if now start telling me that she's the one that is exposing Latifah, I would have felt like you people should cut some slack for all these rich people, right? But overall, I think she tried. In my own opinion, I read your review and I saw
Mm.
that you didn't really see anything wrong, but you still decided to remove 4 marks.
Uh-uh.
Kudos,
What
kudos
do you
for
mean I
you.
didn't say anything wrong?
No, you didn't see much. Like if you didn't see much that you didn't like in the movie,
I feel
you might
like
maybe it's in your heart, but you sure did not write it down for us. I'm talking
because
about base.
in as much as people feel like reviews are just like you just want to pick faults or you just want to pick blames and stuff, I honestly always appreciate when I see effort, to be honest. See, I can give somebody marks just for effort, because that's something that seems to be lacking a lot when you look at so many Nollywood films. Like, they're not even trying. It's like they just,
That, but that your six was small, sha.
no, it was not small. Let me tell you why it was not small, right?
Okay, I'm
Number
listening.
one, the story is not new. You said it yourself. We've seen it in different sizes, different shapes, different modes. The story is not what you will call like a great story or an original story or a story that has depth or a story that is intriguing. It's not. It's not any of those things, right? The only thing that is good for Queen Latifah is that it goes beyond, like it tries to do better than what the others have done, right? And even at that self, it's not like it does something extremely different. It just gives us something that is more rational. And you need to see that this shows us how the standard has just reduced if
Mm-hmm.
we are just praising this one just because it's like it appeals to common sense, right?
Yeah, I agree
So
with you.
if you ask me personally, right, I liked so many things, and I wrote it in my review as well. I liked
Mm-hmm.
the acting. See, I liked the character. I was talking to somebody recently, and I was like, "There's something about Nollywood movies. They can say somebody is rich, for instance. They can say somebody is popular, for instance, and they will not show you anything to justify all these claims.
Mm-hmm.
Good writing means that if you have made claims about your character, you need to help the audience believe those things,
Yep.
right? I liked the fact that they wanted us to believe that Queen Latifah was a brilliant babe. Do you understand? Very
Yeah.
smart. The fact that she will bring out a tablet, she's Googling stuff, she's researching stuff, she's trying to get her facts before she even engages people,
And in
right?
a way, it rubbed off on her mom too. Her mom might not be
Exactly.
educated, but she sounded
Mhm.
very intelligent because of her
Exactly.
daughter.
See, I appreciated that so much. Not somebody saying that, and did you see she also said something like that when she was talking to Kiki's character, saying that if you want to lie, at
Uh-huh.
least Google it.
Google
And
it.
that's
Yeah.
that's like that should be like basic facts. That should be
Standard. Thank
that
you
should be
for a one abi.
standard, right? Like, how can you say somebody is lying back to back and the person is sounding like a nitwit? So I liked the fact that they wanted us to believe that she's smart, she's kind. There was that as well. They
Mm-hmm.
wanted us to show that she's a to know that she's a very generous person. And they started by
Mm-hmm.
showing us the fact that she helped her neighbors. She would give things to children in the neighborhood. Then there was that girl Bolaji as well. So
Yeah, they showed us.
everything,
They eventually showed us how she and Bolaji met. Okay, they didn't
exactly,
show us. They
they
spoke
told
about
us,
it.
right? But
Mm-hmm.
everything they wanted us to believe about this character, they actually showed us. See, for that alone, I knew that Queen Latifah was not getting less than a five, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
liked the character building. I liked the acting as well. I liked how it's a different thing to say I am this, but the way she carried herself, like,
But
I am
you
this.
know Umi, you know Umi is she's a what's it called? She's a graduate of English. She's a linguist.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know that. Like, I was
Yeah.
so impressed by how she just
How she spoke,
delivered
right?
the roles.
I wasn't surprised. I saw
Then
it in your review that the way she was speaking.
oh my God,
She's actually a graduate of English.
I was so impressed. Like, did you see the grammar? And that was something
Mm-hmm.
else I talked about, that I liked the dialogues. And when I say I like the dialogues, I mean they actually like used like figures of speech. They just used like general things that
It
you would
showed that the person
typically
that
not
wrote the movie
hear.
was educated.
God bless you.
School
And
is not a scam.
again, this should be the standard. Like so many Nollywood films, like the lines, it's just like they are freestyling. They'll just bring trending social media slangs, or
Yeah.
and
No,
it
she
just
didn't. She didn't do that,
it
and
was
she held
so
on to that
good.
character all through.
It was I was impressed. Like, and again, it goes back to what I said about when they've said something about a character. They told us that she reads a lot. She mentioned that growing up, Her father used to work for a diplomat, so he introduced her to reading, and she learned so much from reading. They
Mm-hmm.
showed us that in the way she engaged, in the way she spoke, and that was why it was not far-fetched that the guy would like her. Like, we could literally see
It was
why he
sound.
liked
It
her.
was very sound.
She was so smart, like so smart. And this brings me to the most important thing that did it for me in this film: the presentations. And we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about it for Summer Rain as well, where films will make comments like, we're working on a project, we're trying to do
On a
this,
business.
but they will not tell you anything. Remember, To Kill a Monkey, this was the issue I had.
This
they
was the
said
issue.
they said that,
Exactly.
oh, they are cyber crime professionals, they're
At the
trying
end
to
of the day,
bring down,
we didn't see the
and
breakdown of
and
all
there
that.
was nothing. So in this case, they said they were working on a marketing pitch. Fine. And if you've worked on any marketing stuff before, you know that it's all about the brainstorming, just talking about ideas, trying to justify it, just talking about the rationale. What's the brand story? What are we trying to pitch? Right?
But
So
I wish Lagos can actually have a
I
billboard where
know. I'm like,
people,
this is the kind
characters will
of
be
project that they
speaking.
should actually sponsor,
I'm
because
telling you.
it would have been so good if there was an actual campaign running at the same time as when that film was launched. That would have been so brilliant, right? So you know that
Guy, your mentor saying, a carbon, see you your mommy.
when they
Those are
invited
bad.
her for the retreat, I was like, what is she going to do there? Right? I was a little bit like,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Listen, listen.
okay, let's see. Then she went there and they were talking, and she's like, oh, how about, oh my
And then
God.
she kept quiet at first.
Yes, now she was trying to like
The
observe,
audience was
and
not on her. Like the movie was
exactly.
brilliant. I kind of feel like the movie, they didn't make it look and say, oh, it's because she's there. Then she will be the one that will start talking in that scene.
Yeah.
Ba, 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 ba,
So they
ba.
were
She kept
doing their
quiet.
thing, right? And remember,
Education was not a scam for her. Even in the movie.
exactly. And remember that she already prepared before going as well. She was
Mm-hmm.
checking
Mm-hmm.
stuff online, just Googling things and just trying to come up with ideas. So she didn't go empty handed. That is
Yeah.
when preparation meets opportunity. She actually prepared, right? And when they then said, oh, do you have something? You could have seen the expression. They had this expression on their faces when she started talking, like, what is she talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as she was talking like this, me self, I became, I was
Yeah,
convinced,
I was even wishing that Lagos can actually have billboards like that. That
right?
will actually talk about the
So
places because
I really liked the marketing pitch and the way she presented it. And it was not just the fact that she had something to talk about, it was the fact that the ideas that she shared, they actually made sense. So
yeah.
that was like a big win for me. I also like, did you see that scene where she went to the boy's house and the guy told her, do your thing? Oh my God, that scene made me cringe.
I posted it on my page now that she not finished. That the man I said, wow, he would actually make a good criminal. I'm like,
It made
of
me
all
cringe
things.
a little, but still, the way she talked about the things the woman was wearing,
It
right?
was
It
like
was
Brazilian cutter roots. The
it
mama
was
has Brazilian cutter roots.
it
She
was
has
really
respect
good.
about the woman herself because she didn't just go. She respect about the guy's sister. So
Yes,
definitely you have respect
now
about the guy's mother to know that she has a Brazilian cutter roots.
exactly. So that was like very impressive in my opinion, right? And
But
I liked it.
sorry to cut you. Yoruba,
Mm.
that's Iran caring. The mama is Iran caring of Yoruba of the quarter roots means that she's like the fourth generation.
Oh.
Wumi is a bad person. She's like,
so
wow.
so that was actually good. I liked the
Yeah, it was good.
sister. I liked the sister. I liked the way they didn't make the conflict between them. They didn't do the typical, oh, why are you
No,
with my brother? You're
why
not good
with my
enough for my
brother?
brother.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I liked that as well. Then when you think about the relationship between her and the boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
they could have done more with the
Because
romance.
I've done
It would
more,
have been
yeah.
nice to actually see them like engage, just like maybe just hang out, just talk,
Hmm. Yeah,
discover
more.
like shared values, like just talk about
The guy,
general
I
things.
feel like the guy already liked her.
It did. It
But initially, they gave us the impression that she didn't really like the guy.
exactly that she was just trying to, but
Yeah,
yes,
so they should have
which
just
makes
let us
sense.
see where, at what point she started
She
now
started
liking the
liking
guy
him.
to the
Like
point
maybe he
where,
did something for her, or they had a
uh
particular encounter that just made her see him in a different
because
light.
before
That
she went to his house, they didn't give us the impression that she liked him.
hmm,
So how she now got to her house, then she now got to the point where they are now liking,
ah,
then it was, I felt like something, maybe two or three scenes were
we're
missing
missing exactly. So
in between. They could have shot it. Maybe they didn't just add it.
that would definitely have helped, right? I would have liked to
Yeah.
see that. So when you were saying that 6/10 is like it's not a lot. That is
Yeah, I
actually
feel like no. For me, Sha, I don't do rating. Once I enjoy a
yeah,
movie, I
you
enjoy
don't.
it. It's
But for
either it
me,
is
I
recommended
do
or not
rating.
recommended.
Do you understand? While the setting was not bad, it was not like I mean, setting, cinematography,
Yeah,
light, and all those things. They were not bad, but it was not like Breath of Life standard good or
no, no,
Farmer's
no,
Bride kind of good.
no, no. No. That what's it called? We'll talk about Farmer's Bride. Then you were talking about the fact that, oh, what was Femi Adebayo doing in that movie?
Yeah,
I feel like no characters really overdid it, Sha, for me in that
that's what I
movie.
said. That even though they were just there as like
They were
just
not just
there,
there.
they were
Femi
just there.
Adebayo too was just like an Edmond Adubo that was indulging her because they
It didn't
liked.
have to be Femi Adebayo to be honest. You know, the way the
But you
person
know
like
that they need faces to sell this movie. You
that's
know
what
that,
I
right?
said now. I'm like, I don't begrudge the effort. I understand why.
You're
Like,
speaking Lateefah's English.
I
I
know
do
because
not begrudge your efforts
I
to
actually
want to be.
so many things that she said actually stayed with me. Right? I'm like this. You know, if someone says, "Can you remember or share some of the dialogues from a
that
film
was
that
when,
you saw?"
that was when she was talking to Kiki. The idiot.
Exactly. So
I
many
do
of
not
it will
begrudge
not.
it.
So many of it will not stay, but for
But
her film,
Femi didn't overact though.
no, no,
The
it did
thing
not.
I thought would have overacted itself. I think they curbed him a bit, but
Oh,
Ashagi.
I know because I
I
actually do
was
not think
surprised.
Brother Shaggy should be acting. I don't think he knows how to
I
act.
admit I don't like him. But
But
in this movie,
it
I didn't
wasn't
really have a
so
problem
annoying.
with him.
That's another thing
Mm-hmm.
again, a major plot point that they missed. How did Arese, I think that's her name, how did she make that
See
connection
me that they would
with
how did she know who to go and meet?
exactly at what point? So
At what point?
something
Yeah.
was missing there. Do you understand? I was like, okay, could it have been that when the picture was posted online, he dropped a comment saying that I know this girl, and she then reached out to him to say,
Do you
oh, do you know
understand?
this person? But it was important. They should have shown us like how she found him because it
That
was
they
just
should have just
random.
Brashagi could have just constituted a nuisance and say, ah, Latifa, no wonder you know one good for the boys.
Do you get?
If
You know
we
the way
had
people
seen
drop
that,
nonsense comments now on
yeah,
social
no,
media.
because those not kind of nonsense comments, they are always everywhere online. When this girl, BBN girl, Missy, Shebi, one stupid boy came out now and said he was a
Is
former
her
boyfriend,
boyfriend.
started dropping voice notes. Do you understand? They could
Exactly.
have given us something like that.
Exactly. So it would have been more realistic because in my mind I was just wondering how did this girl find this boy?
Was
How
so
did she
fast,
make the
like papa,
connection?
papa, papa, like that.
Yeah. So
Yeah, they miss that part, and that it boils down to the fact that sometimes, I mean, like some of these movie producers, they come to my DM sometimes, and they,
mm,
they shoot some of these scenes sometimes. Then in the bid to start cutting to fit into some a particular this thing, they will start
mm,
removing things,
some scene.
and feel like all the scenes in Queen Latifah, nothing was really wasted. They didn't really waste time in my
Mm-mm.
opinion. They didn't really waste time. They didn't bore. No, there was no point where I was bored in
Mm.
the
It
movie.
was only the beginning that was a little bit because at that time I was trying to decide if is this going to be another
But
Akada
looking back,
or
but you will see that the beginning wasn't really. It was a necessary thing
yeah,
for them to
exactly.
show to build into that character.
Exactly.
You
So
understand?
if um the romance part had been like more solid, because as far as I'm
Mm-hmm.
concerned, it was non-existent. It was just
There
that
was
the
there was
both
no
of them
romance.
looked good together, and it just helped the film progress.
And
But
then there was never a time where the guy, they even showed us that the guy even asked her out. Sef.
you get, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
they were kissing. I'm like, okay, are you guys dating now?
Do you get? Do you understand? It's even to
So
see. I said I was going to even talk to you that when did we start it that in our Nigerian movies now people will just be looking at each other's eyes and the next thing they are kissing.
they are yearning.
When did we arrive at that point in Nigeria? I mean, I see that in international movies, right? But when is also Nigeria now started to
So
different that people will not be
are you
looking at.
saying that Nigerians in love don't stare at themselves? They don't stare at each other?
While me I was growing up,
Eh,
romance was never like that in our
well,
country.
things have
And
changed.
I think I always feel like we boast of one of the people that have self control. But nowadays, it's like all their movies are just showing that people don't have self control anymore.
Well,
I was
maybe people
watching I was
don't.
watching Dark Ties too.
Ah,
This thing. The next thing, this one is looking at this one's eyes and they
wait.
already kissed and I'm like,
Let's digress a little. Dark ties, right? Because I
mm,
actually wanted to post about it, to be honest, because
mhm.
I had seen Bjorn Stevens post not too long ago where she said that like people were asking her that even though you post like nice films, how come like you don't
Our
like
movie doesn't move.
you
Our movie
don't
does
get
cannot move. She's too proud.
ah
I'm listening.
give me more
Eh, yeah, yeah, okay, Motibo.
ah
Continue.
you
Say
don't
what?
know her personally, so how can you say that?
It's not what we see that we used to. I don't care about people's personal life. Oh, I
So
don't see.
so
I don't
from
gossip
social
about her
media
personal life.
what you
On
saw,
social media standard, I feel like she feels like she's high up there. A movie should sell itself herself, and it doesn't work that way.
well, I won't say that. I would just say that
Uh,
personalities differ,
my
right?
sister, it doesn't. Okay, why does she now come to social media to come and dance now? Why does she use funny gele now and all that?
Eh,
No,
she's
I'm just telling
trying.
you.
She's trying.
Okay, I've heard you. Continue. Doctor,
I feel like she's trying. I feel like she tries. It
she should
doesn't
not
come
try.
easy to some people, but the others too, they are just trying to like do better. And after I saw that post,
Funke will write a not too good movie, but she will push it to the point where you yourself will be like, I shall
well,
get
there's so
calorie.
many considerations. There is budget, there is the kind of clout that you have in the industry. And this is one of the reasons why Funke Akindele also would cast like popular like social media influencers, skit makers, not because they can act, but because she wants to build on their social
People
media
push.
currency
You
to
will
push.
push,
But
my
not everybody
sister.
can afford
Push.
that. And you, Seth, you are one of the people that have joined me to talk about the fact that it does not make sense when you see these people that cannot act inside a film and they're just there
You will
just
not
because.
you will not see them, but at the same time, push your movie yourself. And
She's
also,
trying. She can only
I
do
noticed
so
Biodun
much.
on something. I noticed Biodun on something. She follows me, right?
Mm,
If I post a movie, she'll just like. Then you go
mm,
to her story. Then you go on TikTok. People are talking well about the movie, and you don't see Biodun reposting those things. Do you understand what
mm.
I'm saying? You need to
Yeah.
repost when people post you. Repost them so that your
Mm,
algorithm will keep going. It's not
mm,
for you, it's for your algorithm. Do you
mm.
understand? But she'll
Yeah.
just be like, well, this person is way beneath you. I cannot
Well,
repost. It's
no,
only people who have
I
uh,
don't think so. Moments with this is I agree that personalities differ and she's older. I believe that the older generation are just really catching up. I think so too.
okay.
Because what does she wants to gain by being proud to random people, to social media reviewers? No, I don't
I don't hear you.
well it is well.
Say I beg you.
Okay, we were talking about dark ties. So I was saying
Mm-hmm.
that I wanted to push it. Like I was going to post it because you know that I post YouTube movies, right?
Mm.
If I watch one that I like or I want to say something about it, I'll just put it on my stories or I would put it on my second page. I just put it there so
Mm-hmm.
people can watch. So I was going to, but we had like a movie thingy on Friday night, and I said to them, "Oh, let's watch this one." Oh my god, it took so long to get to the point. 30 minutes in, everybody was tired. They told me they were not watching again. I had
It
to
took so
like,
long.
I had to take. So we started watching something else. It was when I got home that I continued and said, okay, let me watch it to the end and see where they're going. It talks
It took
about
so
something
long.
very important, like
And you
there's
know why it
something.
took so long?
Mm,
Because there's an exact movie on YouTube recently that is exactly this movie.
really?
I'm going to go back on my page. Yeah, I reviewed that movie. I'm going to go back on my page and
Oh,
check for the title of that movie. This person was in this movie. This woman, Chioma, this very light skinned Igbo woman that has Igbo fame. She was in the movie. There's this other young actor too that was in that movie, like youth actor. That the woman was then the guy started sleeping with. Oh, in this case, the guy started sleeping with older women. But
eh.
yeah, exactly the same story. Exactly the same story. So immediately I saw it. I knew that that was the reason why she was stalling on it because she wanted to see how she can twist into something different.
Different. But honestly, there's so many angles that they can explore for a story like that. See, number one, let me tell you some of the things that pissed the people off that were watching it with me. That boy that acted the role of the son, I wasn't so sure about his acting. That's one.
Correct.
Was
And it
it
wasn't
was
bad.
it wasn't good either, right? Almost like he was doing too much. But it was confusing because he would say, my babe, my lover.
Mm.
Go, give me a necessary. Ah,
Ah,
when
yeah, no, in life. Eh.
it was
Aye,
just
me, yummy.
it was off, right? It was off at first, right? So we were not sure where they were going, especially we didn't know what the connection was between them and Adeyemi's character, right?
But the moment the woman died and I saw the picture of the Emmy, I knew. Me,
Oh, me, I
right
didn't
from
know.
okay,
I
so
because
right from the beginning, right from the
oh
beginning, I knew that maybe because if you've seen that other movie before, maybe you wouldn't have been really angry. But like I always
oh
say on my page, I'm always like I'm an advocate of telling stories about pedophiles and things that are going
mm,
wrong in our society because we can never overtell these stories. You
I agree
understand?
with you.
Because the society is still suffering from the same thing from generations behind. Now we have
Mm,
a voice where social media is helping people to talk out and all that. Yeah.
yeah.
But I honestly, immediately I started seeing that movie, I knew this was a story of that blah 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 blah. Especially with the fact that the guy, it was already mentioned that the guy had a father.
Mm,
Something in me already knew was there. I mean, and the way he was with women, I knew something was broken in him.
mm.
Then I started feeling that way too. That okay, so why are we dragging this revelation?
Wait,
Review this
and
thing anyway.
again, let me tell you, how did we even get to that ties? But let's quickly finish it before we move to Farmer's Bride. But again,
Okay.
that was another thing that I was a little bit uncomfortable with. It almost seemed like a justification for a man that is cheating. Because no, not cheating, a man that is
He
a
wasn't
philanderer.
cheating.
It was
Is
a
yeah, because
philanderer.
he was he's already
Just
is a kí ló máa ń pa àwọn tó wà sex
sex addict.
nympho.
Because the way he was doing it, then he was bringing that other girl in. See,
No,
I
so
was so pissed.
I asked a question. Nobody was answering me on my page. Like, what was the reason for the first thing? Why is that girl coming to come and help him chase? I mean,
Do
like
you
Asha
get
Olobewale man.
why?
So
Why are
that
you
that
calling?
first thing was not needed. Like you didn't have to call her to come and jail. You could have as well have told the girl to get her out of your
Do
house.
you get, because this person is a random girl that you don't know, so it's not
That you
like
don't even
you
know.
have any commitment to her. That was so
Immediately
unnecessary.
you saw your towel or not, like what gave you the
What
right to
is
use my
this? Can
towel?
you get
Oh
out?
yeah, get out of my house.
So,
So the girl now coming in to come and I just felt like okay, maybe
and the
there was
fact that she was constantly involved in every, like, all his escapades, and I knew they were
uh
going to say that she will end up with him at some
with
point.
him.
I'm like, this is nonsense. So in case
Like,
people
are you
don't
guys
know,
not saying that girls don't even have a standard? Like, I see a guy that is so dirty that way,
and you
then
are
I'll
now
now wish to
waiting
end up
for
with
him for
him at the end
15
of the
years.
day.
Abi, how long was he doing all that nonsense?
They've been friends for 15
I
years.
beg, I beg, I beg.
No,
Like,
and again, he told the girl the story about himself immediately, not long after they met.
well,
So
I
the girl
guess
could have been pitying him.
15
Then
years.
that was where I caught the slack for them again. That okay, he opened up to her, but what he never opened was the fact that okay, he had the child. Then I
Yeah.
also had the fact a problem with they could have as well talked more about how the lady reached out to him when the guy was in 100 level. They didn't tell us
Mm,
anything about that part also. Like, don't we deserve to know how? Do you
what?
understand
I
how
don't
she
even know.
got
Or
to?
like, how did he react when he saw her again? See,
Uh, you
that would
didn't give
have been
us.
so.
That could have been a very good lesson and a way of managing their emotions for people who are going through that kind of thing. Also, because at that point, you already knew that she was a bad. What she did to him was bad. Could they have showed us what his reaction was so that?
See, if
I
they had
mean,
started the film with that reaction, self, I would have appreciated it. Like, with us, we'll just then be wondering what happened between them. Like, I can
between them.
imagine how he
Mhm.
felt when he saw her again. So, not only did he see her again, she was still then asking him for money. He still
For
supported
money,
her.
and
Oh,
you
no, there
didn't
has to
think
be
you were supposed
more.
to show
So
us
I felt like
that
this
part.
went, it took too long to get to the point,
It was
and
slow.
it will only take people that are patient to wait to see, okay,
Well,
where are they
our
going?
people that were cooking while watching it, like me.
You get,
Wrong.
most people will just at some, see, do you know the point where everybody got tired? The point where the podcast boy was doing, he was start doing all of them were like, you know what? We are not watching again. I'm like, you people are rude. But I got back home and I saw it. I'm like, and it's not, the message is good,
The
but
message
the
was good.
acting
Yeah.
and the
The
storytelling
delivery, because
are robotic.
that, like I told you, I will look for that movie. I'll know
Mm.
on God, I'll look for that movie and I'll share it with you. It's just the same thing. But the
But
this thing was that one was sleepy, was attracted to older women
oh, so you
because
know
of
that.
that.
So we now watched, because see, YouTube to the rescue these days. That's what most people watch. So when we removed that, somebody then said, "Oh, Mido, there's Mido." I saw it on your page one day like that.
Which
Mid,
one?
uh, one where there was Bam Bam and two other girls.
Oh,
They were
Milo
friends.
Brooks art.
Yeah, see that one now. The story was not like all that, to
It
be
wasn't
honest,
complicated, but the acting
but
was good.
it was just
And
very straightforward,
the
and the
romance
romance
were
was okay,
natural.
and everybody got a man in the end, almost like happily ever after for
And the
everybody.
family drama. Me, I love family drama, sha, and I feel that that's one thing Nollywood does not really give to us. You
Mm,
see all these people, all the way people live in their family, these
mm,
rich people. Some
mm,
of us, some people want to see it.
mm.
Medium people, some people want to see it. Like family, family acting, sha, me, I sha liked it that, sha. The relationship the mama had with her children, the way
Mm.
that girl said, I beg, I don't want to put my mouth in my brother's. How can I, my brother's love life?
So
I
it's
beg.
actually very
You understand?
like
Like the way
real.
the guy would just go and say, "Mommy, see, I don't like."
Mm. Yeah,
Excuse you,
yeah.
it's
So the
cringy
story
worthy now.
was not like
It wasn't. I wasn't like.
it wasn't anything serious. Like the setting wasn't anything great, because they said they are very rich, but I don't know. But my point is that it was very
And their
simple,
house was
very
good now.
easy. The acting was not bad. Everything was just like manageable. But they did it in such a way that quickly everybody already knew, okay, this is what they want to do.
The progression was
And
good. Yeah, I like
and
the
they
progression.
all watched it, they all liked it,
And
and
they didn't focus on one character.
exactly. So it was
Everybody was
like
in limelight.
everybody got their happily ever after. So
Hmm.
it was easier for all of them to watch. And I'm
It
like,
was
okay, okay.
easy, very straightforward, very easy to follow. Then you would just be smiling. So
Mm,
you would just be smiling, you'll be smiling. And this guy, me, I shall like this guy, shall badge.
but
Adebule.
that guy, I think
Very
he has just
nonchalant.
not been lucky to act in any main film. Like aside from this series
YouTube
where
movies, NMR, not on.
you say
Uh,
what?
I think the series is it not NMR?
Men's Club.
Men's Love, sorry, Men's Love.
Uh-huh. Men's, so I think he has just not been lucky, right?
I
Because
think it does other thing on the side.
you think so, Abby. Maybe Nollywood
Mm.
side also.
Yeah, I think it does other things at the side. Then when he gets the character, he comes for it. But like me, I always like his acting. Sha. He's always
His acting is
very,
not bad.
very nonchalant when he's acting. Also, he doesn't take
Mm,
things seriously. Then he falls into character easily.
I think so.
He
But
comes
I
from the
just
place in that middle book. He came from the place of being a nuisance. Now
well
came to the now came to the place of saying,
I was
"This my."
like, and you're not like, and it's not so bad though.
And he came from
And
being a nuisance to the fact that if I'm not serious, this girl will never love me. Oh. I eventually became serious because yeah, I like the fact that he wanted to use the business, and as the girl no consent that hey, he will now say hey, oh well, this girl no go agree. Oh, let me just come down from my high horse and
mm.
come and beg and things like that. I think I actually do like the movie. Sha. It
Yeah, it
wasn't bad.
wasn't bad at all. So I'm like, when all of them were like, this one is manageable now. In my mind, I'm like, they didn't tell a better story actually. It's just that it was easier for these people to follow. Do you understand? And that was why they appreciated it more.
Then that
So
side too. I feel like we were going from that guy to DME, that guy to DME, that guy to DME, that guy to
uh,
and everything
it
was
was
just I'm just like, oh, this thing go straight to the point. What to sue me? I shall
mm,
know. Because me, I already knew where it was going. I just wanted to know where it came. I even thought they were going to say when he started narrating that story. I thought it was DME was going to be one of those people. One of I mean, the woman was going to be one of the people he later raped.
ah.
The house help he later
you
raped.
need that because
But
really that's a different perspective, right? We know
yeah,
that
now because he
people
was saying
people
it that
molest people get
he
molested all the time, but nobody talks about what becomes of these molesters because they go ahead to
uh
get mommies and daddies, they have children, and yeah, so it was a
Yeah,
nice
I thought he was going to as he started the story. I didn't know he was going to be the fourth woman eventually. I thought he was going to be one of the people because he said he came on the house helps, even the ones that didn't want to
yeah,
and
because
do
at that
another.
time it had become like an expectation from him,
Eh,
right?
eh. I thought it was going to be like, oh, this woman was one of the people where that he came on and all that. I
Mm,
thought it was going to be that, but
mm,
eventually when I announced that she was the one and all that, I just feel like okay.
okay, oh.
Then the aspect of the girl now loving him, now kissing him.
Ugh.
Oh, everything,
No, I didn't
every,
like it at all.
everything does not have to be ending in romance,
They could
Joe.
have just remained friends because how do you
Mm-hmm.
say that this one that right before your very eyes, it was
I
sleeping around
mean,
with
someone that's supposed
everybody
to go for HIV/AIDS test,
and you could
everything.
go for, oh, I'm like, okay, it's okay, because
ev-
right?
Everything is
But
always romance.
yeah,
But I
yeah,
mean, like, let's encourage the messages to be passed, like I always say, because such messages, let's encourage it to be passed. Maybe they're
but
not passing it the way we want them to pass it,
hmm,
but let people just watch it because male children get molested more than some females sometimes. But everybody focus is usually on the female
hmm.
also.
But you know what I would have preferred
Mm-hmm.
if they did not just make it that, oh, it's just this thing just only shows up as them being like loose and sleeping around. There's so many ways this kind of abuse show up, right? Like this kind of
Mm-hmm.
effects that these people have from being molested or being harassed. Like there's so many ways it shows up and it affects their mental health, it affects their relationships. I would have liked if they didn't just make it about like
Being randy and staying for your
exactly. It just
yeah. I think that was if you ask me the other movie I told you about and that size, I would have picked that one over this one because that one the guy wasn't sleeping around. He was just attracted to older women,
mm,
which is some of the things that go wrong with them.
yeah,
They feel like they
yeah,
are more patient with them and all those things. That one I had more progression than that Taisha.
yeah.
I'll look for that movie. I'll
When
look
you
for.
find
I'll
it, share
really.
with me.
Yeah, I'll go back on my page. I don't know if they were part of my archived this thing or something, but I will look for it. I'll, honestly, I will look for it because it was just the same thing, but I feel like I love that one
I
more than Dark Ties.
sorry, I have a question.
Mhm.
Jane Aina 3656. Hi. I just want to confirm. Are you the same Jane Aina that is always coming to drag me in my DM? Let me know that this is the person. Are you the one? Just say yes or no. Ah, MMR, this person can stress me. You tell me I've given up on you. You run you. She will come back again. You, why you not saying it? I need you to respond. Let me know if you are the one. I'll wait for your comments. I'll wait for your comments. But yeah, so that happened. Where were we? Let's go back to we finished
I
that.
think we're
We
I think
finished
we're done with Queen Latifah. Let's Farmer's Bride.
Farmer's Bride. Hey, MMR. The way people fought with me on top this Farmer's Bride matter.
Is that they didn't like it?
I
Or
feel like again, I feel like one day I'm just going to talk about the way Nollywood films, the way they start and the way they end their films. Like they just
Mhm.
start so the film some way, and it's almost like there's no purpose to it, right? Because the way a film starts and the way the film ends, it actually makes a lot of difference, right?
Yeah.
The way the film starts is what will determine if people will continue, and the way the film ends is the final thing that people have when they are leaving. So I feel like
Mhm.
the end was very disappointing to so many people.
How
And
how she did have ended?
I
I
don't
mean,
know. Okay.
I would have hated if that girl had left a child, yeah.
No,
Because a lot of
it
people were
was nice the
saying,
way all
"Oh,
of them they just went. Me,
they
I
just
like the fact that nobody survived it.
no abomination should have survived." You don't get
Okay, but let me go back.
talk about
So
it. I
you talk
feel like
about what did you like about Farmer's Bride? Or did you even like it?
I like the setting. Yeah, it wasn't for me. See, and coming back to what you said, the fact that I think we've lacked good movies to the point where movies like Farmer Bride now become our 6/10, our 8/10. Our For some people they will say they are 10/10. It's because scripts have been lacking in depth. Now, Farmer's Bride was okay.
Mm,
I liked it.
I
The
liked it too.
setting, I like the setting. I had a problem with the female character, the lead character. But when I now saw that they started mixing English with it, I didn't I caught her some slack.
Mm,
Because to me, I feel like even if really did
mm,
better than her
yeah,
in terms of the Yoruba
yeah.
perspective. And I don't know why she was used, but I mean she was used.
I
And
don't know why as well, but she did well,
I'm happy
right?
for her.
I think at this point, any person that wants to act in Nollywood, go and learn how to speak Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba. It should be one of
Yeah.
the skills that you should have as an actor or an actress.
Do you
Because
understand?
at some point, you will have to speak these
I did
languages.
me because me I didn't want to like give her that, oh, because she's not Yoruba. Oh, Mesa Ibe is not Yoruba on God.
Mm,
And she's an Edo lady and she has improved a lot
mm.
over the past. I mean, Messi has improved.
Mercy has improved.
Oh, she has
So
improved.
impressed. I've been so
As
impressed.
in,
Let's
Messi
say
used
I'm
to
not
be
a
that.
lazy. Let's say I'm not a
Oh
lazy girl. I would have done Woman Crush Wednesday on one of these days and just celebrate
no, she
her.
has
Like,
really impressed.
oh, she has. I've been so
Over
impressed.
time,
Mm,
from the days of Osas Omogebini, from
mm,
now, compare it, she has really impressed. And you know those days where Messi will be part of those people that will be doing sides before,
mm,
that she will just be shouting on top of her voice. But now she has really improved
mm.
in her acting. So
Yeah.
Farmer's Bride for me, it wasn't bad, but I just have so many. I hate it when movies are making me ask so many questions.
Questions.
Number one, you guys say there is an inheritance thing going on where you inherit. Why didn't the guy inherit Messi?
Mm,
Because Messi was her elder brother's
mm.
wife. So he had every right. And we could
See
clearly see
that they
that these two
liked
were in love.
themselves.
So what happened? Or is it because they just wanted a story to be written? That's why they
Mm,
decided that we didn't have a right to ask questions regarding why wasn't he married. If they had even given us an explanation as to the reason why or probably maybe, oh, maybe he was married at that time and maybe his wife didn't just want it. It could have been a better explanation than you people just leaving it that way and saying, oh, our husband became, Mercy became widowed, he also became widowed, and he could not inherit Mercy. Why couldn't he have inherited Mercy?
Mm,
Do you understand? Then I
mm,
had the problem with the fact that they were having sex in a listen, and the window was always opened.
and
They
nobody
never
for them.
They never for once, nobody thought about the fact that they were supposed to close that window as I saw now. Do you get what I'm saying? That window, I
That
was,
was why I was expecting that at least one person will catch them. I expected at
do you
least his
understand?
mother to know.
No, so his mother had an instinct, but I think
She,
she didn't catch them right handed.
she didn't
Then
catch them, oh. She didn't even
the
suspect until
poison,
much later.
the poison. So she didn't return that poison.
She did not.
And Mercy did not suspect anything.
And she didn't. She mentioned how dangerous that poison was.
And
I
as that
find
guy
it
died,
weird that it would
so she didn't
disappear
have
and she will
known
not
that.
raise an alarm.
And she needs to have known immediately that it was that poison, because if I'm in possession of something, if
Uh-uh.
that thing gets missing and I see a trace of it on somebody else, only to the fact that you're even a big herbalist, you should
Mm,
have known. Let's like I said that was what killed Odu. Do you understand? And then
yeah.
they should have shown us where Mercy had probably run to that place to go and check, and that bottle was not there. Confront her son. That would have been a good place for her, for them to let us know that that was when she knew that something was happening between them.
Mm, mm.
And the way the guy immediately said, oh, he wanted to marry the lady, that would have just add up her suspicion and just say,
Yeah.
okay, this is it. But all of a sudden, you people just told her that she knew.
Mm.
Wow. How did she know? You didn't show us the things that made her suspect. You understand? That's
See,
this thing. But overall, the movie wasn't bad. But they left me with too many questions that I would
question.
have love somebody to even use the scripts, use the acting or some scenes to even answer my question. Why didn't Odun marry Mercy? Why didn't Mercy suspect that what killed Odun was something that she had possession of? Why didn't she go back to go and check? Then
Mm,
she could have, that would have, then how did she suspect that those two were having something together? If they didn't even show us anything that made us believe that she knew
mm,
about their affairs.
And you know what? This brings us to, when we talked about Queen Latifah, I mentioned that world building, right? Character building. When you say things about a character, mean it, right? Don't
Mm-hmm.
just zero in on some things, then forget about them. At the beginning of the film, they told us that the boy was talking about his mother, and it was like, oh, my mother is very, like, she can read, like she can hear wood talk, she can hear like leaves
Mm-hmm.
speak, and sometimes I always feel like she can even hear my thoughts, right?
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
was already something they already planted at the beginning.
But they didn't progress on it.
It must count for something. Like, you cannot just randomly throw things inside a movie, you cannot just randomly say things and not follow through.
I'll not
It's
follow
not
through.
responsible. So personally, I liked Farmer's Bride, and even though, and this is something that I want to call out, even though it had some things that I would typically like not stand when I see some films, but those things did not make me as upset because it was actually a very well composed film. Like, it just looked very professional. It looked very nice. Like, cinematography was great, the sound was great. Even the story was a simple story, but I liked how it progressed initially. Like, I liked the story. I just liked the style of it, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
it looked like what should be a cinema film. That's one of the problems that you have,
Yeah.
or that I have. When films come from the cinema to the streaming platforms, I ask myself that, why exactly did this thing go to the
Go
cinema?
to the cinema. Yeah.
Farmer's Bride is the first film out of all the films that went to the cinema last year that looked like it was meant for the cinema.
For the cinema. Yeah, the acting, the screen, the acting, the location, everything
There was
was meant
just
for the cinema.
there was just something about the the style of it, the makeup of it, it looked very professional. You know,
Mm-hmm.
most of these films, it just seemed like they just put it together, rush, shot it in a few days, and
It looked
that
like a,
was
something
done.
that people would have watched on a stage.
God bless you. Even some of the lines felt like something that you could
Like it
hear.
was written by a theater heart person.
God bless you. So
And
I liked so many things about the film. Even
when
the
I was in the
performances,
university, I
even
used to go to theater heart to go and watch their movies a lot, like
mm,
a lot.
mm,
Because I went to UI. So I
oh
used to, and you would like it.
ah, ah,
So Farmer's Bride looked like something that was meant for the stage.
like it was so good. Even the
Mm-hmm.
performances, even though the language, see, Bubemi was not speaking the language well. On a normal day, it will irritate me, but their performances were also good. I
Very good.
liked
Yeah.
her. I liked how she embodied her role. See, there was this thing that she did with her eyes, right? Like she won't say anything, but the way she would just look, you can
Mm-hmm.
almost you can almost sense what she's thinking or what she's trying to say. And I really appreciated that, right? But they
I'm
could
rooting for
have
her,
done
Sha.
better. Again, they mentioned at the beginning that she wanted to go to school, she wanted to go to the university, right?
Yeah.
They talked about that. So that's something they already put out there. You
That
cannot
would
just
have been
forget
something
about
that she and
it.
Toby should have been talking about
You
to make
cannot
her
just forget
fall in love
about.
for him.
Ah, God. See, I was stressed. I'm like, so are you just going to forget that you said that? She never talked about it again. Like, again. I'm like, why? So I thought it could have been so good. Like, it could have been so much better if only like the storytelling was tighter and they didn't miss out some things. See, another part of the film that suffered a lot was the whole revenge part. So Mercy called on the ghost and said, "Oh, you need to come and do your thing." I feel like everybody was expecting, like, okay, now we're getting to the exciting part. It's going to take it, his revenge, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. But what did he do in the end? Not much.
I think he just confused them. Yeah,
Honestly.
I
Maybe he
feel
didn't
like
want to hurt them.
no, let me say something. In the Yoruba culture, I feel like the personality of people, even after they die,
Mm,
when Yoruba culture has made us believe that even when you call on their ghosts, if they
mm.
are not really the aggressive type, they
Yeah.
won't cause so much havoc.
Yeah, because he was a very gentleman.
I think he just allowed them to do shishe yemba on their own. Let me use the Yoruba word for it, because the way everything about them started scattering. They
Mm.
didn't really like one another again the way they were
They
supposed
didn't
to.
even really like one another to start with.
It was lost. It wasn't love.
I
It
think
was lost. Then Efe coming back home was not
the
coincidental.
way that one
I
just
think it
died.
was part of the ghost thing
Mm.
doing its thing. Though they didn't show us that part. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But they could have just progressed on it. If you're coming on and coming to come and scatter their between like that, then the time that Toby was eating and crying, that place was very funny. Yeah, that place was very funny. Like how to don't jelly. So I have to eat this food, Abby. And
Mm.
I know the end, the people were like, oh, they should have at least allow her to have that child. I'm like,
No,
people,
she did not need to have that child, right? Me,
come
I
and
just
see. A lot
want
of
the
people were
fact
like,
that
oh no, I didn't like the movie. They could have allowed her to have the child so that at least Messi can have something to hold on to. I'm like, she should
no.
also suffer for the fact that as she raised a stupid son. You don't understand. People, everybody has to pay the consequences. You raised a very stupid son. So why should you not enjoy the luxury of having another child from your son? No, let everybody. She too, she will die a miserable death.
Mm.
Also, yeah, it wasn't bad for me. But me, I like it when movie ends the way people don't want it to end. Yeah. I'm always in for those kind of movies.
Let me read somebody's message to me. The person said the reason it does not like Farmer's Bride is
Mm-hmm.
because it was written to villainize a young victim of forced marriage.
No, that
She
girl wasn't for.
she could have as well been a teenager, but them dash 20 years. She was portrayed in a way that made her seem proud, but she was proud. She was
That girl was
proud.
proud of me.
He said she was portrayed in a way that made her seem proud, ungrateful, snobbish, foolish, not to
She was
love
every
a man that is old enough to be her father and that didn't consider her consent or approval before marrying her just because he's a nice guy. I get what he's trying to say. What he's trying to say is that the fact that she had to marry an old man, no young person should have to go through that, right? And the fact that we didn't feel too repulsed by it was because they used someone like Femi Branch. It was not too old, it was kind, and it was giving almost like sugar daddy vibe. But the fact
Mhm.
remains that it was an old man who chose to marry a young girl who was like supposed to still have the rest of her life ahead of her. But my point is that the fact that somebody is young does not absolve them of
Does
some
not mean
things.
that she portrays so much evil.
She was wicked.
Run
Like she
away.
just kept on
Go
doing this.
away from there.
No guilt,
Go.
no remorse. See the way she killed Banke.
Eh,
Ah,
that girl had so much evil in her right from time. She wasn't such a kind girl
and funny enough,
at
that's one of
first.
the reasons I liked it because they could have done the story in such a way that she would be this young, naive girl
No, she wasn't a
and
kind. She wasn't a kind child.
a
Even when her mother was
villain.
telling her in the beginning
Mm,
about the marriage, it wasn't as if she was not going to like marry the guy. But
mm,
yeah, she felt like if the guy had said he would send her to school, she would
mm.
have probably had a problem with marrying the guy. So she wasn't
Yeah.
totally a kind. She wasn't naive. Let's put it that
Mm-mm,
way. Because that girl, no, they didn't portray. They never portrayed her as naive. Oh.
yeah, I
They
feel
portrayed
like
her as ọmọ yẹn ó dájú láti lẹ̀.
yeah, I think they just wanted to because it will not be like they could have said that oh she's all these things that this person is saying that she's young, right? And they could have told the story in a different light where she's actually the victim, right?
Hmm?
But my point is that even though the film started with her being like the victim, but the moment she started doing one wrong thing after the other,
Ah,
almost she became the villain. In fact, did you remember that part where Messi said that she was not a virgin, like when they married her?
she
So
wasn't. That's what I said. She wasn't naive.
Messi said something saying that we both know that you were not this. She said it later when they were having like that face off. So I feel like this
Yeah,
story wanted us to see like, even though she's young, that
but she
the fact
wasn't
that you are
naive.
young does not mean that you're a good
Does not
person.
excuse you of all the
She did
evils that
not
you did also.
understand the concept of taking responsibility. Oh my
At
god, she
all.
blamed
That
every
girl.
other person except herself.
Yeah, she was selfish. Let's put it that way.
Oh,
She was selfish.
ah, it is
She
well.
was selfish. And no, they never portrayed her as naive, Sha, in my own opinion.
Yeah, and
That
I
girl
think
was
that's one
never
of the
portrayed
reasons
as
why I
naive.
liked the film. But I really
Because
like
if she was portrayed as naive, the moment she started killing, it would have put somebody off. But right from the
like
beginning, her character has always the way she was even talking to Mercy from the beginning, so you know that
mm,
Wumi was her mother. Let's put it
yeah.
that way.
Actually. So they could
Ah,
have done more. They could have done so much more. The
they could
relationship
have they
between
could have built it more,
yeah, the
right? But it
relationship
wasn't
between
a bad
her
movie.
and Femi, for instance, I would have liked to see them like just engage more to see how that
Mm-hmm.
whole thing came
Then
about. But one
How
minute
did Femi meet her?
One
Blah blah
minute they
blah.
are
They could
talking, the
have
next
showed
minute
us.
he's telling her to meet him somewhere. I'm like, from where to where, right?
You
So it would
get.
have been nice to see more. And I feel like the revenge, even though they didn't want the ghost to go all out, it would have still been nice for us to see a little bit more. And what I would have loved the most was if they gave us a little more context on the relationship between Odun and Morenike. Was that
Mercy.
him?
Okay.
And Messi. Like, what was happening? Did you see that scene where they all sat down around the dinner
And
table
they were just
and they
looking at
were
one
all
another.
staring? Oh, Jesus. I'm like, okay.
They should have told us why he didn't end up with her because ideally he should have just ended up with her. If they were initially we were thinking okay because it's the brother's wife and all that. But the moment they now said Femi could inherit the girl, I'm like, so why didn't Oduna inherit Morenike?
Uh,
Do you understand?
I
So
know.
why didn't he inherit her if there was a culture like that in their family?
Mm,
Overall, they didn't. It was good, but it wasn't fantastic.
yeah, it was good, but it wasn't fantastic. It could have
But
been
it
more.
was a movie that would have been good to watch on a big screen like cinema. So
Yeah.
I would excuse them.
Another film that could have been good that disappointed me was The Weekend. Honestly, I've been waiting for that film because
Do
I
you
thought it was
understand?
like horror
Yeah, it
and
was supposed to be like horror, but that movie almost confused me. I watched it, I saw it, and how come the villagers? Then who is the Afin guy?
that was the most
How come he knew,
confusing part. I'm like,
how
who
come he
is
knew
this?
so much about them, and yet he was living in their midst? Why didn't they kill him? Because at least they gave us the impression that they killed everybody that wasn't a flesh eater, abi?
Mm.
So why was the Afin the carpenter of the this thing, and they
Like,
didn't kill him?
was he a villager as well, or had he been investigating them, or what?
Eh, or
Because
what?
he just appeared from nowhere, seemed to
Do you
be watching
understand?
his family, seemed not to like what they were on about, but he was always around them.
Because he
Do
knew
you
so much
get?
about the village. But how did he become somebody that knew so much about the village? If they had even told us that probably because he's Afin, that's why they couldn't kill him to eat it, you know. They refer to Afin as any Orisha. You know, it would have made more sense, right? But how did he come in between there? How did he become somebody that they couldn't kill? Then he became the village carpenter. Do you
uh,
understand? The carpenter that
yeah.
they all call. This minute they are making that village look like if it's a very tiny village. The next minute they are making it look as if it's maybe like a city and people don't really know people that much. Then I hated the fact that that girl was always arguing with her boyfriend. Kilo
Because it
day.
was not necessary.
You yourself, you were already sensing something dark in the family, but you couldn't place your hand on it. Then your
So
boyfriend
why are
would
you
say,
arguing?
let's do something. And you say, why? Hey, at the point I was like, even if somebody is stubborn, maybe it will have a limit. You
Mm,
don't have limits.
mm,
You
mm.
don't have limits to your stubborn. And the guy was like, oh, let's leave unannounced. Next thing you were dragging your boss downstairs.
Ah,
Yeah. I'm like, okay,
mm. It is.
okay.
It is well.
Eventually she left Sabi with the guys with pregnant
Ah,
and all that. Then the guy at the border did not stop her. He didn't do
because
anything. He
she
just told her
already
to
had.
go.
I'm sure she already had the mark. That's the
Yeah,
only
because she
reason.
already ate.
You said what?
I think because she already ate flesh.
No, 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 no. You know that when they held her captive, they said she should eat, and they were going to put the um tattoo on her to say that she's now one of them. The mother was even holding the stuff that they will use, right? She refused, but I think she must have eventually gone back to use it because when they stopped her at the exit, she showed them her neck and they were like, "Oh, you are now part of us now. Oh, you can come at any point in time." I think that was what happened. But that
Eh.
story, they could have done more. God, see, October was a very
They could have done more with the story,
yes,
sha.
she was very silly actually because she caused all that nonsense. She was the one
Yes,
that
sir.
insisted that they should visit the place. And see
Mm-hmm.
the guy too, you know that your people are weird people, so you
They
decided to go and you just randomly stood up after not going there in how many years, and you're
Then you
just
now
going.
decided that you're going to use 3 days,
Ah,
myself.
ah.
Not even
it,
overnight.
it was not it didn't seem rational to me. I think
Eh.
that's the biggest issue I had with it. Like, okay,
You
but
didn't,
then
yeah, it wasn't like maybe your parents called you and told you that they've changed though.
ah,
Nothing like that.
so
You
even
just
if you will
stood
now
up.
go, will you get there at night, or would you not make your findings that they've done their festival or whatever before you go?
Do you understand? No, I think they did the festival because those people were there. It
Mm.
wasn't supposed to be the time because you know he was asking his sister that knew him that when did they start.
Said
The
they had
sister was like, "Oh, it was how they felt like," and something like that. You understand? But what me I'm saying is, you don't know your people, then you take a stranger there. Somebody you say you love her and go and
oh
spend
yeah.
4 days there.
And the
It's not
moment he
possible.
started going left, he should just have opened his mouth and explained.
And explain to the girl and say, "Oh,
But the
this is
girl
my
does not really
people."
have sense because by the time they explained to herself, Did she not still misbehave?
And she still it just still didn't make sense to her
Mm,
until she saw death and
Jesus.
she now started panicking.
But
They
yeah,
started fighting. Now I'm not a killer. Oh God, what?
I think the way she killed that man, was that necessary?
As in, maybe just that overall, I just feel like the movie wasn't well thought of. They wanted to make this thing, but I mean, Nigeria Lawa, it
Mm.
wasn't well thought of.
It
Like,
was weird. It was weird.
it wasn't well thought of.
Speaking of not well thought of, love in every word, YouTube.
Part two, and
Ah, oh my
my
god.
my MTN data, man,
It was
give me the power oil.
it was so
That movie.
ah
But but if we talk now, they will be like, oh, she's making her money. So honestly, if I have the chance, I wouldn't have even dropped the review of that movie
mm,
because at the end of the day, you'll be like the editor and all that.
you know me, I don't review
Three,
movies, but people kept on
three
asking me
hours,
to like comment, right? So I just dropped a comment.
3 hours,
3 hours. I could not believe it. I'm like, what? And it just got
and
worse.
everything made you cringe with the advert. Somebody said love in every advert because it was like, and
There's
I'm
that.
like, the movie no head no toe. So somebody of that caliber, you will not know his mother before wine carrying.
Ah, Jada said she was supposed to come for her store opening. What do you mean? She's supposed to come.
As
You've
in, so
never gone to
you've never,
visit her.
the moment we hear Achalu, you
Achalu
should have
for
just
what?
taken. No, as in in part one, the
In
next
part
thing would
one,
have
the
been you
Achalu
going
was
to go and
sounded
introduce
nice.
her to mother because they made Odogu look like somebody that listens to his mother, right? The next thing would have been, oh, I have to take this girl to my mother to get my mother's acceptance before I even start feeling too in love and all that. You now tell us that after our people had already come to do introduction.
Ah,
Introduction, no. If she has never met your mother. Do we always
even
do stupid to these
even
people?
his siblings went to her store to meet her. Like she didn't
Mm-hmm.
go. So that being the driving conflict in the
Yeah,
story
in the
made
story.
no sense. Like it made absolutely no
They now
sense.
went to repeat easily everything Bam Bam was not doing, was not in front of the woman, was not, oh God.
But like I
What?
said, I agree. Okay, sorry, I'm reading the comments. Everybody please. D says, I agree that party was unnecessary, but I don't agree that the advert was badly placed, except for the last part. No, no, no. Actually, all the adverts, I think there were too many,
Ah,
right? And I
okay, let
felt
me,
like
what about the one that said,
they
this
were
my
too
MTN, this thing.
obvious. They were
The,
too
this thing,
obvious. See
the Vaseline,
The MTN
the
modem.
close up.
No, who does that?
Yeah, go and brush your teeth. Your man is smell. Go and brush his clothes up. My sister, it was bad. Well, sorry to say, but I think it was bad. The adverts were too much. They were in our faces. Like it was too obvious not to know that they were advertising Coca-Cola, no, everything. No, the advert was
Olawumi
much.
Malomo says she has not seen. Why am I assuming that the person's a female?
I haven't seen any
The
any of the
person said
parts
I've
now.
not seen, and I don't even.
Oh, the person has not seen part one and part two.
No, you are strong, go, because I feel like the fact that everybody was talking about it just made people want to check it out. Like, what is it about?
Then I know said the close up was very, very annoying. I was the adverts were much. Oh. My sister, moments go and watch it, go and watch it again.
I agree.
Sorry, the chat 8489. Please go and watch it again, and you will see. I don't think
Uh,
that movie had an actual script. Yeah, they didn't have a script. They just came. Even there was not even chemistry between Bam Bam and Uzwa
so that's
in the
my point.
party.
In part one, they had a connection. Like they just had this easy thing going on. But in part two, like I could not even stand the conversation between the both of them.
Mm.
Why you arguing? Me, I will pay for house chores. You will pay for. Oh, please. It was so pedestrian. Like,
No, there was
stop
no
it.
chemistry between them in the second part.
Mm-mm. It wasn't
It
nice. It
was,
wasn't
it
nice.
was like they just forced them to come together to come and start acting. Then all of a sudden, Uzo speaks better English. He was not that idiotic this person that Bam Bam was having issues with.
Speaking of Uzo, am I the only one that has noticed that? I've seen him in two other YouTube movies since then, and it feels like he sleeps sometimes and he starts sounding almost like the Odogu character. Have you noticed that?
Be,
I
yeah,
saw him
because
in this film with Bolaji Ogumola,
the
and
one that he was a doctor,
please, what was see?
the foolish people, foolish movie.
I feel like those two people had no business ending up together. Like
No, that movie, they had no business acting that movie.
because
No, because who places two people in the house and say my
when
daughter
you
has
are
to
not
be raised?
abroad, that is a common
Uh,
trope in like Hollywood stories. If you read novels, like foreign novels, they have that kind of
Please,
storyline a lot
not people with two
where
different characters. And
because
did they know that they were going to die very young? And those people were not going to be married to different people by the time they died.
like it just seemed so convenient. Like
And I said their daughter should, even if they are married,
they
the
should
married
be
one
in
should
your
move into
house.
their house. As how
That is not a Nigerian thing. It will make
even
sense in a foreign film because number one, they are big on like godparents and they take the
uh,
responsibilities as godparents very seriously, right?
that
And the
movie
next
from
thing,
the beginning, from the beginning, from the beginning, the movie was already war. Like those people didn't know that they were going to die that young. Now let's give it some.
yeah.
Let's cut ourselves some slack,
And even
and
in
then they
films
come.
where they do that, it's always like old people and the house where they will insist that you should live together. It's always like a family home that has been in the family for like years, right? It's like they have history. So this one, it was just random. I didn't know the basis why you would say, oh, it is well. It is well.
No, there was no basis for that movie in the first place.
It is well.
Then they were just repeating lines. Bolaji and that girl, Uzo and his friend, Uzo and his friend.
And that
Everything
Uzo's
was
friend that did not have any work, but to be in Uzo's
Uzo's
but
office all the
it's
time.
YouTube, so it's fine. It's allowed, right?
Now all of a sudden you are saying Uzo is very busy, but every time we see him in his office, at work, he's always in the office. He's always in the office. I mean, that movie, even for a YouTube standard, it was rubbish. I think they just wanted to use Uzo because Uzo is the outkick then. Everybody
Oh,
wanted to act with him. Now they have overflogged it now. I can't see Uzo in the movie. I just want to click on the movie anymore. They made the
so
guy
tired.
tiring.
But I feel like, as we're talking about this, I also remember another one that I watched. It was Teniola, Taye Arimoro,
And this guy, that
Gabriel
tennis,
Afolayo.
that one, that tennis slapped Gabriel. That thing
So,
that cannot leave me.
so Gabriel Afolayo is something else, right?
The guy
But
is a good actor. He went to UI now. I used to
those
go and watch him on the stage.
those two people, I don't even know what I thought about the relationship. She they
Gabriel
did
and
not no the Taye and
Gabriel and
Jenny, like the both of them, they decided to come back
they were
together
married now.
and they got married. I don't even know how I
No,
felt.
they were married, they divorced. Now
And
they
they
now came
should
to
have
come and help their
continued being
friend.
divorced. We see that one too. They said they came to help the friend. Half the time you did not even see the people they came to help. I'm like,
Uh,
kilo shele.
no, I
But
didn't like the movie, but I like the part where Tenny slapped Gabriel. Then I like Gabriel's character. They wanted him to be a
yeah,
nuisance, and he
it was
constituted that.
it was an actor.
Oh,
I'm
that
like,
guy is acting.
can you
Gives that guy.
can everybody hear me? It's like my mic
Yeah,
is okay. My mic is doing the
he's doing
nonsense,
showing, but I
the
think it's
nonsense
not
again
hearing.
last time, and I don't know why. But
Just
okay,
they said the Hollywood movie is live as we know it.
life as we know it.
Mm.
Where is it?
That's the Hollywood movie for foolish people, foolish movie.
I'll go and look for it. Life as we know it. Let me look for it. Cause
Someone said, "Are there any YouTube movie worth seeing?" There are. Oh.
they are now.
If
Oh
you've
yeah,
not,
now
if you've
MMR
not seen,
recommend for us.
if you've not seen Middlebrook Art, I think you should see it. Um, what else again? If you can follow my page, if I go off this place, my
MMR.
this thing,
Our page is called Nollywood Movie Watcher,
Nigerian
right?
Watcher.
She's always talking.
Sorry,
She's
Nigerian
always recommending.
movie watcher. I mean, but me, I'm very strict too, so I might not like your producer. I don't care. I don't have favorites.
So
I
see,
don't.
you just try to be as objective as possible. That's what you do.
Even my favorite they collect from my hand. So me, I
Well,
don't. But they are
I feel like that's the normal way. That's how things should be, right? The
but
fact
people
that
don't
this person
appreciate it
did
too.
well today, it does not mean they will do well tomorrow. And if they don't do well,
Try Middlebrook art. Allow me, Malomo. If you have not seen Middlebrook art, try that.
yeah,
What
Middlebrook.
else
Let
can
me
I?
look.
I think I watched a bit of all these are movies
Have you
recently.
seen Biodun Stevens' Joba? It's now on her.
No, Jabba. No, Jabba. I've watched Jabba like 3 times. So, and I was
It's
surprised
now
when you
on her
started talking
YouTube
about
channel. You should
Jabba.
check it out.
It's been there since. Jabba has been on.
Eh,
That's what I'm always saying about Biodun. This Jabba has been on our YouTube channel for more than a year now. I'm not
eh.
joking. Even before Jabba came, Jabba was on Prime, being on Tele, or maybe Net. I don't know. It was on this platform that this thing. I saw it then. You understand? Then
Mm,
when she brought it to YouTube, I've seen it like 2 times on YouTube. So Jabba has been on our YouTube channel. Then all of a sudden, maybe somebody will just talk about it. But I feel like she should just be advertising her movie from time
mm.
to time. Jabba is a really very good movie.
It is
It was
actually.
a mix of Christian based and all those things.
I should tell you, it's sad, Shao. So if you don't like sad films, don't watch
It,
it.
it wasn't bad. It wasn't sad. Like, don't
Some
mind.
people
Don't
cried though. My friend, when we were watching, she cried. I say,
Abẹ́ ìrọ̀ náà.
So there's this other one that I saw a while back.
Which one is that?
Undeserving.
Mm,
Uh, on Sonia Uche's
Oh
TV.
yeah, that one is
The one that
undeserving. That they took her boyfriend.
yes.
That
No, it's not that
that
one. No. The one that her friend, she was friends with this person that kept on calling her my friend, but she liked him.
Etim.
Yes. And
Then
then,
the one she added with this person too, that they were living in the same house. Her boyfriend was living in the house with one other girl.
oh my God, with SODK.
SODK, yeah.
What's that called? You should actually watch that one as well. Very annoying feel.
When you go on Sonia Uche's TV, anyone that she's not wearing housemaid clothes, you
Yes,
would actually like her movie.
you're
But
actually right. You're
anything that
right.
you see her wearing housemaid clothes, run for it,
Don't
my
watch
sister.
it. Yes,
You're
because
about
the stories are very
you're about to
ridiculous.
reduce your IQ.
Yeah, yeah. Let me type MMRs and is it
Oh, okay.
Nollywood or Nigerian? What is it?
Nigerian movie watcher.
Nigeria movie watcher. I'm typing it so everybody can have it. She's in that
No,
box.
Nigerian movies review. Sorry, don't mind me. Nigerian
Nigeria
movies
movies
review. Oh,
review. And that's the same name as my page.
are you serious?
Yes, now I've been Nigerian movies review for a long time. Review
Eh. But my
Nigerian
own name
movies
that I should
review.
show is Max Movie Reviewer, Movie Watcher.
Uh,
That's why I am.
oh, I don't know if Joba went to the cinema, but I know that the first time I saw
Oh,
it, I
Jobba
saw it
didn't
on
go to.
Prime.
Did it go to the cinema?
Jane,
No.
if you
Just
don't find her page, you can let me know. I'll send it to you. But
Belgium has always been that eating producer.
why are you screaming, Olaumi? What did we say that is making you scream? MMR, I actually like it today. I was not too stressed because it was just two of us. I feel like when it's multiple people and I have to like pass it to
I like
one
it with
person,
multiple people. You and I, we're always
it's always
agreeing on so
fun.
many things.
It's
We
always
always agreeing on so many things. And
uh,
that's the reason why I like your page. So me, I like it when I have other people who don't
it's
agree.
always more fun when more people join. but it's
Mm-hmm.
always stressful for me to moderate because
Yeah, and then we don't
jumping
talk
from
about much movies like we did. We actually talk
exactly
about a lot of movies today. Oh.
actually
Lots and
because
lots of
it was
movies.
just two people, right? But I know
Have we talked about Thin Line? I think we have.
no, we have not.
We
See,
have
that
not.
one is the police officers that annoyed me.
Ah.
Those people, those police officers in Thin Line.
No, let me tell you the annoying part for me. Was when that pastor now went back again and said, "You're going to sleep with me one more time." Now the
And
part we now saw the pastor now started saying, "Bapa, bapa, bapa," and I'm like,
why? That
what?"
was so
Like,
unnecessary. I'm still
ah,
waiting for me to tell me why she's screaming. What did I say? Or was it
uh,
MMR? She's the one that is always saying things that will make you scream.
uh,
Not me.
uh,
Me, I'm a
all
gentle
of a
girl.
sudden, pastor
Just so
started
you know, if you
enjoying.
follow her page, she's the Sonia Uche comment is
Oh,
actually
now
true though.
it's the truth, oh, Allah, it's
It's
the
very true. Sonia
truth.
Uche, when she's like Omodo or she's a street girl or
Don't
something,
don't click
don't
on
watch
it.
it. It's
You're
always
about to reduce
ridiculous.
your IQ.
But
But
yeah,
if
I
she's putting
like
on
her
fine
other
clothes,
films though.
if she's putting on fine clothes,
Mm,
try it on. Try
yeah,
it. But the
yeah.
moment you see her tying scarf, I just
Mm.
start run,
Or
no,
she
run.
has a weaving. Mm-mm.
Run.
Yeah, the pages I actually watch on YouTube, I watch Sonia
Then try
Uche.
other woman too. Have you seen other woman?
No, but I don't think I want to watch it because I almost can tell what the story is.
I know
Like
you
the
can't.
man is going to cheat, and they are going to try to justify his cheating.
No, they didn't. Ah, no, no, no. It wasn't like
Oh,
that. Alone.
sorry, Jane said we are confusing. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, we're talking about too many films, so we're jumping from one to the other.
No,
We
Jova was this.
apologize.
Somebody just said we should recommend. So we're not talking about. We just said somebody said we should recommend movie they can
Yeah,
watch on
somebody said they
YouTube.
should recommend. So I
So
actually
we're just
posted
mentioning
some.
names.
I posted, oh, okay. I posted YouTube recommendations. Middle Brooks had Joba Undeserving. They are all on YouTube. But
Mm-hmm.
Joba used to be, I don't know if he went to the cinema, but I know when I saw it a while back, I saw it was on Prime. I'm sorry. If you need me to clarify anything, just drop a comment so I can go back. Right?
Sorry about that. I
Sometimes we
thought we
get
were
too
just like
excited.
doing random this. Try
Yeah,
the
sometimes
other woman.
the
I
other
want you
woman.
to see the acting.
Mm.
Yeah,
But
it
they're
was
acting all the people there, they are people that act well on a normal day. I really like Uche
you
Montana,
will
to
appreciate
be
it,
honest.
sir. Try
Even
it.
though I would like if they give her like other roles that is
Ooh,
more than her being a fine girl. Like she's so deep, like she can do so much,
who is the
right?
person?
Uche Montana.
Maybe she was the producer, one of the producers. Now, it was she and Shafi that
Yeah.
produced it.
I
And
really would like to see her like do something so different.
I'm waiting for what she's going to do in Funke's cinema movie. I think Funke is not going to
Ah,
cast her as usual because everybody's always casting her as that randy girl and all that. And I think she should just hijack herself
yeah,
from that
she's
role.
more than that. She's very smart. She's very talented.
I feel
And
like
I
she can
really
do
want
more
her to come into that space where she can do something completely different, completely
different.
unrelated, and she'll kill it. I know. But it's like, Nollywood, it is well. It is well. It is well.
Uh,
And about cinema, the films coming to the cinema this December, I feel like
I'm
that's
not looking
another
forward.
conversation. That's another conversation for another day. But I'm not looking forward to any of them.
Let's do that one another day. But I think I'm not looking forward to it. I'm
Yeah, because
sorry,
when you see,
but
okay,
Odunlade is going to the cinema. Oh Lord,
that's the funniest one, right?
Odunlade is going. Okay, going to it over
Those
Sad.
ones are the regular customer, but there's a
But
new
they need
person in
to
the mix this
stop.
year, and there is
Ooh.
Nia Kimolayon.
But I need you too. They starting only one, they finishing.
I don't
That
know what's
brother,
always wrong with him. Like you
that
start
boy.
so
Do you know
well.
that this guy was one of the first people that blocked me at the early stage of my career, even when I was like 2,000 followers.
Oh my god.
Alone.
He blocked me when I was on like maybe 500 or like
He,
600.
yeah, I thought
I've known
all of
him
his
for a very
movies.
long time.
Next one, I said, the brother has blocked
He
me.
does not
Ah,
want to listen to anything.
he's on a high horse.
Oh, Jane said you are confusing with your handles. Yes, me too. I was a little
Oh,
confused because I thought
I'll
her
go and
handle was Nigerian movie watcher, but she says
no,
it's Nigerian
sorry.
movies review, and that's exactly the name of my own page as well. So I don't know.
No, I don't. Are you sure?
Let me see.
No,
Where
continue.
you are here, I
But I
can
don't
see
think
for you.
Instagram. I don't think Instagram will give us the same
Oh, you
page.
are
That.
Nollywood movie watcher. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Stop it. You're killing me. What is the
Me money. I'm Choi. I'm Choi.
She is let me type it. Nollywood movie watcher. But when you type, stuff would say masked movie watcher. See, she's always changing her name because they're always dragging her.
Me ke. I'm on 1 million.
You know me, they drag me, but they also know
No,
that
you
I'm a
know you.
gentle
The
girl.
push people drag you. Me, I
And
reviewed YouTube movies.
they know how
Our
we
followers and
engage.
audience know they are rascals.
They know
Ah,
how we engage. Don't abuse anybody. Don't insult anybody. Don't abuse
so this
me.
was they would
Eh.
drag me to the
If you
point that
abuse me, I'm not going to take it because I did not abuse anybody. I didn't
they
abuse
used
you.
not have. I think when I even stopped having face, it was better.
Mm.
Before they would drag me, drag my clothes, drag the clothes I'm wearing, drag my wig. Okay. Thank God
Oh
I
my
have
god.
a little bit of fine face. They did not just abuse me with that I'm ugly. That's the only thing
Nollywood,
I've never heard.
Nollywood people,
Ah,
they get very emotional. I can't blame them, right? It's good to like root for
somebody said
people.
they have not been able to finish watching Teen Line. It's boring. It's actually boring.
What in line?
Teen
What?
Line.
I,
I said where they bust my bubble was when Pastor started doing fakafuku.
he did not need
Fakafuku.
to sleep with her again, especially because he
Even
was
if you
going
were going
to
to
go
sleep with her,
home
give us a
to report
picture of
that
somebody that
same
was doing
day.
on pressure.
Oh, like
But
it was.
Pastor was now kissing neckline,
Oh God.
seeing the girl all over her face. Ah ah. I just put to Alara. Pastor got tele. Pastor did not just get one.
It is well, oh, it is
Then
well.
then in 2025, who drops that? Let's say 2024, who drops that drink and comes back to you?
I know. And
Body does that.
she drugged him like in broad daylight as well. She went
Brother, then
home.
everybody that kind of hotel where everybody was around and all that.
And my point was, how did she even get there? I would have liked to know, did she know he was going to be there and it was like, and she was like stalking him? Or did she just happen to be there at the same time he was
I
there?
think they portrayed it like she happened to be there because she was running away from Italy.
Mm.
You know, she stole Italy stuff. I think she would
So
just wanted to take a break.
she just randomly like
But
met him
she had always known him.
and realized that, oh, this is that pastor that I really
That
like.
pastor, yeah,
And she
I
just
think
happened to have like drugs to like.
you know the kind of job she's doing. She
Yeah,
probably carries
that's
her
true,
around.
Sha. They should just have left it at that. She was a klepto. They should have left it like that. Then they now started changing it to she has always loved him. She watches his
Like
videos.
how? Like, and they never showed us at any time when she was probably listening to his message.
For them, Mercy, she already did it. She should have gone scot free because they did not have anything. They did not have any
Uh,
evidence. They did not
any
have
evidence. Then
anything.
she now
She was
used
the
the
one that
mouth
just
to now
started
get
confessing
what
by
herself.
herself. I'm like, what? How
Who
does that
does
make
that?
any sense? Does not make any sense. Okay, we have 10 more minutes.
Okay.
Is there
Sorry,
anything?
moment with D. You said it will be difficult to cast her that way because she will need to draw so much strength to cover her being a fine face.
No. Are you saying that other actresses that are pretty in Hollywood, they don't act other roles? There's makeup, for instance. Like there's makeup. It just takes one tweak to her feature to make her look less pretty. Like there's
Which
so much that
person?
can be done.
Which
Um
person? Uche Montana.
Uche Montana.
No, now you will not. You are not a good actress if they can only cast you. If every producer feel like you can only fit into one role.
Even
Eh,
people with fine faces, they can be villains. They can be orishirishi. So
Then
I
I
feel
think
like,
because she herself, I'm sorry to say,
what do
maybe
you think
because she
about my
went to
father's shadow? At less pretty, yes, they will just do something to maybe her face or her lips or her jaw, or
my
just give
father's
her
shadow.
one mole
I've never
that would
seen that
make.
one. No. Is
We've
it on
not seen.
YouTube?
No, it's not. My father's shadow is showing in the cinema in Nigeria at the moment. It was
No.
nominated recently for what's that award for the Oscars, Sha, but for the UK, not Nigeria, right?
Okay.
Uh,
Wait.
so we'll wait for it to come.
We are not in Nigeria. That's one of the major issues.
So we just wait to watch
Wait.
whatever comes our way. And
Because
that's what I was
if
telling.
you watch the trailers, you feel like movie done. I'm not done.
That's what I
Is
was
when
saying.
they
That
get
when I look at all the films that went to the cinema last year that I was anticipating, now I have seen all of them. I'm actually going to do like a
yeah, Ivy and
compilation.
Roses is good also.
You said what?
Somebody's mentioning Ivy and Roses, and I said
Oh
Ivy
my
and Roses is
god!
good also,
I
and
tell
it's on
everybody
Prime.
about Ivy and Roses. You
But
should watch it if you've
it's
not
on
seen it.
Prime.
It's on Prime. It's an amazing series. I think it has like 6 episodes or some or four. I can't remember.
Mhm.
But really good. Um, but the funny thing is that even though in that one she was sort of not the good person, but still in the same family as the kind
And
of
I and I
roles that
think
she
and I
had.
think the body job she did for herself too. She's already conditioning herself into one major role
Well,
also.
let's not talk about her body, but
Talk about her personal life. I'm just saying that that might be a factor
well, that might
also.
be a thing, right?
I'm not
Maybe.
I don't judge people with what they decide to do, but I think she's already
Yeah.
sending a message that, oh, I'm doing this because of
So I can
the
only
kind of
act in
role I want to be
sexy
getting.
roles.
Right. So
Jane
because
said I want body
even in
too.
because even in Ivy and Roses, you will see that she was the more brilliant sister. Sorry, the finer sister.
The final sister, the other one was
Eh-heh.
brilliant. Although, what's her name? I can't remember her name. She's so pretty as well.
That lady too is pretty, but
Why can't I
if
remember her name?
I know, no, because she's
Mona
not your
Chiabi.
regular.
Mona
Yeah,
Chiabi.
Mona Chiabi.
She's
Mona
very pretty
Chiabi.
as
Yeah,
well.
she's also very pretty, but in terms of the way they wanted us to look as if Uche had a better and perfect
Yeah,
life
let me
and
report
body and
myself. Oh, do you
everything.
know that I typically do not ask filmmakers to make part two? But I honestly was like, I need Bjorn Steven to do something for Ivy. A jaw.
Joe,
I've
let's
been
leave it like that. They will mess it
ah
up.
no, 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 like it's just something. I just want to see that
That
she
movie was
she
deep.
she finally had a good life. I just
Oh,
felt
okay.
like,
You felt for the sister. But
yeah,
you know
like
that in life,
life
some people
just
don't
dealt
get
her
it.
very
Uh,
bad hands.
you would think that some people don't even pray. You think that some people don't even know God
It's not
when
by
life is dealing
prayer,
with
to be
them.
honest. It's
That's what
just
I'm
by
saying. So
God
let's just leave it
presence.
at that. Life deals with some people.
I know, I know.
So
And it
no,
made me really sad. It made me really sad. Like, oh my God, she deserves so much more. Like,
she
she
deserves
deserves
happiness, but
more.
I mean, she didn't get.
She didn't get. Odumi.
It was so sad, but she didn't get. But I think it was good. Okay.
It
It was
was
okay.
sad.
Ivy and Rose is good. If you haven't seen it, you should. But it's on Prime, right?
Oh, she has seen it soon. Yeah, she has seen it.
Okay.
You have tastes. Allow me. Allow me. Do
So
follow me on Instagram.
I think
Um,
she does. If she does not, she won't have seen your YouTube.
it's true because I did not post it any other place. I be MMR is always judging me, but honestly, I always like to keep it
No,
small.
I think you should do more with me. If I have this thing, Seth, I
What?
will do more of. You see all these people that always gonna see nuisance on TikTok. You will have a
Mm,
better discussion than them.
we should actually try it one of these days.
Let's try to TikTok. Let's try it.
I'm not really familiar with the platform, right? So
I'm
if
not familiar with it, but if
we
your
can
if
we
your
can get the
discussion is
hang of it
sweet,
together.
if your discussion is sweet like this
Mm,
way, the
mm.
thing, what did all these Ojuabe people always go and do? Shebi just gonna be talking about people, but no, we're not talking about. We're talking about movies and all that.
Yeah.
You will be surprised.
Yeah,
You will
yeah,
be
we should try it
surprised.
one of these. I like how you're always gingering me. I appreciate you so much.
Me, I don't do this full time. Like, I don't know
No,
where you. Me, I just want to. I don't want to watch movie and just drop it. But you
yeah.
do this well. So why not?
Well, but it can be a lot to merging it
Oh,
with work and stuff.
if
But yeah, it's fine. Since
if
we
it's like if
decided
it's
to
like the
show
amount
up.
of movie I sit down on YouTube to watch, well, like that, like I watch movies a lot,
I
but
need
I
them
watch
to bring. I don't know if I Am Anis is coming to any of the other streaming platforms, but if it
oh yeah,
comes, it's something that I think everybody should watch as well because some films are on
I think
circuit.
it was on circuit, Abi. Man,
Yes,
but they said that's like you pay for each movie now.
yes. So it's a little bit difficult.
It's a lot.
And the thing they are doing now is that they will package some films and tell you to buy it like as a bundle or something. I'm like, I don't want a bundle. Let me just buy this one that I came to watch. Let me just rent it.
But let's
That
just
was
pay for it like cover now.
do you get that was what they
One
did
time
when I wanted to
payment.
watch The Waiter. That's AY's film. Like when I got there, I thought I was just going to pay the usual amount, but I think they added maybe
I use that 9,009 to watch that one too.
yeah. I think cover is okay. I think
Cover is
cover is
okay, but
okay
I
because
don't
it
think
has
they have
helped me. It has helped me watch so many films that I would not have seen on a normal day.
on the
Somebody
normal.
has even sent me a DM asking me maybe if I get to eat this week, I can actually talk about the different platforms and
Which
just
one?
say, yeah. But I think I would take cover over Circuit TV because number
Mm-hmm.
one, I like the interface one. Um, although cover two is stressful because you have to log in every single time.
Every
Like
single time.
you just
Yeah,
finished watching a film now. 10 minutes later, you have to sign in again.
no,
It's
my own is
stressful.
not like that though. I've been watching summary. I couldn't even finish that movie at once. And when I went back to it, I just started from where I stopped from. As far as you do not close your browser,
Or maybe because I close my browser, but I use my laptop sometimes. I use my phone sometimes, but every time I have to
as far
log.
as you don't close that browser, I think you can actually click on playback.
Oh no, I always
Right.
like just close things. And for most platforms, right? When you just
Mm,
click on the URL, it just takes you to the website. But this
yeah.
one, you have to like log in before you can access the website. So
No, try it.
it will be
Try it. You
stressful
don't
for
close
me.
your site right away. And
But
somebody should help me tell Oga Bello not to release any other movie again.
Lord of Jesus,
Ojo.
that movie
Well,
had
I
excellency,
don't want to
right?
have any reason to disrespect Daddy. Oríkúnlẹ̀ mo wà yìí, Daddy
You
should
don't
not try
have
it
to
again.
disrespect him. Just say you didn't like the film. That's it.
Daddy, no, if we say we don't like this film of an older man, it's like still like disrespect. Daddy should not
No,
try it
it's
again.
not
Ah, ah.
disrespect. No, but that's the thing. You then wonder that Femi Adebayo makes amazing films. It was in that film. Speaking of Femi Adebayo, King of Thieves 2 is coming. I don't even know how I feel because I really liked that film.
No,
And
Yoruba history is wide.
I'm scared. I
So
hope it doesn't spoil
no,
it for me. But if it comes out and it is great, oh my god, I'll be so excited because I really, really liked King of
no,
Thieves part
Femi.
one.
Okay, you were thinking that Femi was going to talk to his father. Abi. You know that Femi is not the father's
Like
first born, but you know it's
or
not the
like
first one.
what
It's
does
not
that
the
got to
first
do with
one.
anything?
I know that one first one. Àtàwọn other children, tó bá ti accept. This boy, this is younger
Ah,
brother. Tope, I can direct nonsense. That one too was in the movie. I
so
said that
last
one too was
out
part
wanted
of the
to
director. No,
as
Shalashi Wale, and mommy needs to take a break.
it's
She
not
really
even
needs to take
okay. I
a
don't
break.
think it's good for our health to keep screaming like that. It's so
Ah,
unnecessary and distracting.
let me
Ah,
tell you, that's the way she is. So. If you see the day her mother died at this age,
mm,
ah, mm, ah,
it is
the day
well.
her mother died, the whole UCH shook.
Ugh, like I find it so stressful. Like
Ah,
why? And it's the
the
same
way she is. Oh.
character, the same
Since since
every
the time that
film.
she has been acting with Oga Bello from the beginning of that's the way she's always shouting.
It's not
That
okay.
Aya Lalumole.
Anyway, 2 hours is up. Thank you everyone for joining. I appreciate you so much. This was a very nice way to spend my Sunday evening. Hoping we can do this again soon. I
Yeah.
think I can do like maybe every 2 weeks. I think that would be more realistic for me.
That's how you always say every time. We'll be
I
chasing you
know.
around now.
I am sorry. I'll do better. But we said we should try TikTok, right? I'll send you a
Yeah,
message.
let's try it. Let's
Let's
try
fix a
TikTok.
date to try TikTok and see how it goes.
Let's try
But thank
TikTok.
you,
If you're going to try
everyone.
TikTok, I'll
Especially the
open another
people.
page on TikTok.
You said you open
Also.
another page on TikTok.
Mm.
Why?
But yeah, because my TikTok, I just want to use it for like Canada stuff.
Oh, okay, you do other stuff. Okay, that's fine.
Mm.
Me, my movie page is my movie page, so I just use that. But looking forward to it. And for the people in the comment section, you guys, why are you saying NMR? I beg Jane, leave me now. She's already judging me.
Somebody say other people, other Yoruba people don't take corrections. Ah.
Ah,
Mm-mm.
èmi ò mọ̀ yẹn o.
No, daddy had an idea. I think daddy was 70 then. They were using to do that this birthday.
The
Sorry.
comment section was so good today. Like everybody was like dropping their comments. It was very engaging. I loved it. I enjoyed it. Hopefully, we can do this again sometime soon. Jane, do not judge me. I am determined to be a better person for you all. Um, enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
Thank you for having us.
Bye.
And thanks to everyone. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.